Do you ever feel like the same challenges keep showing up in your life? Hey guys, it's John sitting here in the studio with my mug of coffee. Mm, the elixir of life. Do you think that these repeating challenges that are coming up in your life are a conundrum? Because no matter how much inner work you've done, you know, they still seem to keep coming up. It's not because you're failing. It's because life is loving you enough to give you another chance to choose differently. Every time you think of this idea of these repeating patterns in life, oftentimes you'll have this repeating pattern of relationships. Well, you have get into a relationship with a narcissist or someone who's a struggle or someone who won't love you for who you are, you know, but there's a belief pattern behind relationships. And that belief patterns, if it doesn't change, it does not change the outcome. The pattern isn't punishment, it's a mirror. It's a reflection of what you believe. And it's a matter of coming very conscious to what you're believing in the now. Repeated experiences aren't tests, they're reflections. They are literally the belief of your now being shown to you in the now. What's coming more and more into your experience is based upon what you believe about who you are and what you are. And patterns show up not to torment you, but to give you the opportunity to break free of them, to say, oh, I really don't like the feeling of this. You know, Yeshua said, go and sin no more. Go and sin no more. But let's talk about what is sin. Sin is, according to the Greek translation, missing the mark. Sin is missing the mark. The mark they're missing is love. Go and don't miss the mark of not loving. Go and love is what this statement is. It's not about guilt, but about choosing differently with awareness of the experiences you've had, that the experiences of your past that have not felt good, that have not felt solid and have not brought out a better outcome. You get to choose in every moment of every day. There is this trap that we have nowadays, this trap of spiritual knowledge. You know, this idea of knowledge, many seekers accumulate teaching, but don't live them. I often tell people on private sessions, they'll be like, and how'd that work for you? I'll ask them, how did that work for you? And they're like, well, it didn't, right? Because they found knowledge and they expected it to fix them. But I don't understand that concept of fixing them is the belief that they're broken. And the belief that they're broken will bring a failure for a technique to work because they believe they're broken in the now. They don't live them. They don't live the teachings. I often will talk about the idea of grabbing a hold of your present moment. It's all far more simple. Grab a hold of your present moment and be fearless in it. Intellectual knowing doesn't transform, but embodied presence does. The story of Adam and Eve, they ate from the tree of knowledge. They got kicked out of paradise. Paradise is the present moment feeling. I feel that I'm in a paradise. I feel that I'm good about my life. I feel that I'm living a loving life. The book of Matthew says, you shall know them by their fruits. Well, if your fruits are the belief that life is hard or the belief that they're repetitive, then you are going to create that fruit that brings about that experience of the orchard, right? Your fruits will show you your fruits. And if your fruits are, a fear of love and fear of relationships and all those things, it will be shown to you because that is your belief. And now a quick word from our sponsor. Coffee Time with John. This channel runs off coffee, so get your coffee and tea at johnsjoe.com. Awareness is the key to freedom. You can't heal what you keep denying or spiritualizing away. The moment you see the pattern clearly, you've already started breaking it. The fact that you're saying, why do I keep having this same thing happen? It is an awareness that the same thing is happening. What I'm telling you is the same thing is happening because you believe the same things happen. But the awareness that it's happening repetitively means you've already started breaking it. relationship patterns, financial fears, self-doubt loops. These are just fears of not being loved in some form. And to embody a life of love, being surrounded by people you love, who love you in return abundantly, is all about loving yourself. It's all about being the love and experiencing the love in yourself so that it can reflect without. Now, people are going to say, John, that's selfish. How can how can you do that? That's narcissism. No, it's not. I love what I do. I love my videos. I love the work that I do. I love helping people. I love what I do. Right? This this is not uh, narcissist. This is me loving what I do, knowing that it's bringing love to somebody else, to other people. So your power is in your present choice. You get to choose. And this is where most people struggle in spirituality. They don't understand that they are divine, that they are the pinpoint of creation itself, that right here, right now, what you believe will be the repeated lesson unless you break the cycle of the repeated lesson. Right here, right now is an invitation to choose. It's an opportunity to say, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And not continually judging yourself for things. Nothing comes back around without your choice. Nothing can block you without your permission. Nothing comes back around without a new opportunity to shift it. You have the ability to go, oh, this is coming back around again. Really? No, I'm not doing that anymore. Ask yourself, who are you being right now in response to this? Something comes up again. What am I thinking about this? Okay, this is happening again. Okay. So what I've been doing doesn't work. I don't know if you remember the old Seinfeld episode where George is told that if he does the exact opposite, things will work out for him. And he starts doing the exact opposite and everything changes for him. Everything gets good for him. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, do the opposite. Say, no, I'm not doing that. I am doing this beautiful thing, and turn your mind towards something beautiful, towards something spectacular. You can break the cycle through love by being love. Practice self-compassion, but stop the shame spiral. You keep beating yourself up over and over again because you keep believing the same things that beat you up over and over again. Come back to that space of that love within you. Exhale. Own your power. Be in the now. Respond differently from active conscious presence. Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you can call it fate. Until you make the unconscious conscious. In other words, until you become present. The unconscious is not present. Consciousness is present. Being in the conscious mind. You direct your life. The unconscious will direct it, and you'll call it fate because it's your unconscious mind. You're just choosing out of habit. Carl Jung is right. Let go of the past. Let go of the future outcome and be the outcome in the now. Don't look for something ahead of you or define yourself by what's behind you. You don't have to keep repeating old patterns. The moment you respond in love instead of fear, presence instead of programming, you've already won. Life isn't punishing you. It's guiding you home, back to yourself. And it's doing so one choice at a time. All the power is within you. It always has been. It always will be. But it always depends on you taking it and living it and being it in the now. You have the power. It's yours. It always has been. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.